Art here. I just want to let you know that the Pulsechain.com mainnet has launched, and Pulsex.com on that mainnet has launched as well. I hope you guys are all enjoying it. We waited a couple years for this, and it's finally here.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto and Pulsechain YouTube. Big shout out to everybody that is watching another day in the office. We're going to wrap up day number 149. 90. What's 90 come from? I don't know. We're going to wrap up day 149 on Pulsechain. We're about to start, can you believe it? Day 150. It's unbelievable. So really climbing up there pretty high. It's going to be pretty cool. Now, if you're new to the channel, of course, don't forget to subscribe on any of those channels. Don't forget to hit the bell and smash the like button as well. This is YouTube, obviously. Yeah, grow as we go. And we're going to get into some cool stuff. I'm just updating some stuff here in the studio as we speak. So just let me just finish this off on Bam. And we'll get into it. We've got quite a few people in the chat there from the looks of it. Welcome. Yeah, day 149 results for Pulsechain. We're going to get, it's pretty quiet on the project front yesterday and today. But of course, we're expecting probably a good chance we'll have Fetch Oracle launch next week. That's a big deal for Pulsechain infrastructure, opening up the floodgates to a lot of big protocols and, of course, allowing more teams to come onto Pulsechain as well. So it's going to be a pretty big deal. Let's get into the chat. We've got a couple people in the house already. Lights beneath, of course, always in there nice and early. How are you today? Very good. It's pretty sunny outside. I'm going to do a bit of gardening, actually. So fingers crossed on that. And we got the ultimate strategy, Hex, EHEX, Plsx, Center for the 100%, the Richard Hart Golden strategy. And we're going to be covering that during the live stream as well. Craig Pittenhouse there. Morning all. Great start to the week, indeed. It's always nice to have a sunny Monday, that's for sure. What else there? Richie Robinson, waiting for Superman to fly by. Greetings from the Netherlands. Big shout out to Richie Robinson there over on Superman Crypto channel. Big shout out to you, Richie. And Joey Torres. Hi, all good. Welcome to the chat, Joey. We got Eddie as well. Greetings from Southern California. Woo! Hey, I hope it is sunny Southern California. Welcome, Eddie. Who else has jumped in? Blair SM. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. Billy X. Let's go, Hexaco. Absolutely. I like the sunshine there. And, of course, a Hex Token channel member as well, representing is Billy X. We got Sandy Beach in there as well, a Pulsechain influencer out there crushing it. Hello, Hex Token and everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. Welcome to the chat as well. One of our cool moderators. Rev10 as well. Morning, people. Hey, good to see Rev10. Welcome to the chat. So we've got a few people in the house. Let's get straight into it. This is probably not going to be that long a live show today. We're just doing the market coverage because there's not a lot of project news today. It is Sunday in the US, quiet day. And, of course, it's just started Monday here down under. So in fact, what time is it here? 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So just past lunchtime, the 9th of October, and it is a Monday. So there we go. We've got Charity as well. It's just dropped in there. Greetings from the sunny Pacific Northwest. Hey, Charity, welcome. And Hexgrad as well. Hey, gang, good to see Hexgrad as always. Welcome to the chat. All right, let's jump away. Bam, there we go. And we're going to bring up the charts. Let's go. Boom. There we go. We got the BTC. It's all pretty sort of pinkish red, but it is actually holding up okay. We got a Bitcoin there at 27,939. That's holding okay, but we do need to have another push up to the upside at some stage. We're down 0.2%, but still holding just below the 28,000 mark. So still not too bad at this stage. ETH there at 1633 is down 0.25%. And of course, ETH there really failing to fire on the Ethereum ETFs that were, last week or earlier this week, depending on you're in the US on the Monday. And of course, BNB, $211, down 0.5%. Those are kind of the leaders there at the moment. We've got Link is up a little bit, though, up 2% on Link. Ton is up over 0.25%. We've got ICP is up 1,600% there. Lido is up 1.8%, so not bad for Lido. Those are some of the sort of green shoots there amongst the leaders. Let's jump over to the Bitcoin chart, though. And, of course, we can see our window of opportunity. This is kind of our news map, as it were. And we can see that we've got the window of opportunity in here. the 8th of October we're currently on at the moment, and we've got a window of opportunity until the next feed meeting, and that is the 1st of November, so it's ticking away. And then, of course, we had the budget saved. Remember, on the 30th, the budget got saved, and on the 30th there by Kevin McCarthy, and then only a couple of days later, Kevin McCarthy's out, right, because he's using all the old same techniques they used to use. And, of course, I think it's going to be good, actually, for the House there, depending on who they get. I think if they get Jim Jordan or something, I think it's going to be a very good move indeed. So might come up well there. We've also got 45-day reprieve, right, all the way through to the 16th of November. So budget stopgap ends there. So they have to get a new leader and, of course, the budget there as well in time, which I think will probably work out. That's pretty much it at the moment. So we've got a nice window of opportunity in here. And so far, so good on the old Bitcoin. Look, I mean, it's not too bad, is it? We've got a golden cross here. We might have a good chance of a run rather than the fake out. So let's see if we can build something here moving into Christmas time, maybe. Who knows? So fingers crossed for that. And of course, let's have a look how many days we got to go until the end of the year. We've got a few, here. To Christmas time is 78 days. 78 days to Christmas Day. Hooray! All right, I can see already we got a farmer's department store. They've already got what day is it? They already last week they put up. So the beginning of October, they already put up some, the basic Christmas lot for Christmas. So it just shows you how commercialized it is, because really, shouldn't they really be doing it at early November at the earliest, but they get in October, the whole October. It's just like, dudes, why don't you just wait for November and go all guns after that? But, this is the way it is. That is Bitcoin at the moment. Let me know in the chat there if you've seen department stores or malls or stuff like that already put out all their Christmas kit. Or at least part of it. So I love Christmas myself. I see a few people in the chat there do too. Sandy Beach, I love Christmas. Yeah, it's great to have the chair. Now, down under here in Australia, New Zealand, the Pacific Islands, a place like that, it's always sunny, right? It's summer. It's summertime. Whereas in the Northern Hemisphere, I guess Europe and the United States and places like that, it's snow. It's a lot of snow. Yeah, not all the states, of course, have snow, but a lot of the states have snow. So it's or it's cold at least. So it's a bit different. It's like that classic movie Winter there. Anyway, let's jump into. We've got a couple more comments in the chat. Did we get Brian in the house there? There's Brian, our community leader. Good to see you, Brian. What's up, folks? As well, if you haven't used, if you want to on ramp to your fiat, some fiat onto Pulsechain with the CST stablecoin, use Brian's link. It's in the video description. So that's for Coast, and you get 5,000 weight tokens. 5,000 weight tokens. So it's a pretty good. Got to make sure that you actually bridge on some fiat and then make yourself some CST stablecoins, and go buy some Pulse or something like that. That's what you can do. What else there? Charity says it's only 4:30 p.m. in here. Almost ready for my birthday dinner tonight. Oh, nice one, Charity. Happy birthday to you, Charity. And I hope that's a very special evening. Very exciting, to be honest. Very exciting. Wookie's in the house as well. Good to see you, Wookie. Welcome to the chat. Humberto as well. Yo, Suitman and RH family from sunny Miami. Big shout out to you in the crypto capital of the world. Good to see you, Humberto. Uncle Will as well. Hey, you all. Good to see Uncle Will. Welcome to the chat. Who else has jumped in here? Yeah, big happy birthday from Sandy there to you, Charity. John Wick Rip, says Brennan. Yes. Well, I wasn't actually going to talk about that, Brennan. I wasn't actually going to talk about that. I see that the market's still trading, but maybe we will. Maybe we'll talk about it. But we'll talk about it a bit about it later on in the live show, but not to start off the show. Tomorrow is RH birthday, says Sandy Beach. Richard Hart's birthday. Nice insight there from Sandy Beach. All right, let us jump back and move forward. So let's get to the Pulsechain. So Bitcoin looking not too bad, I reckon. And let's get to the Pulsechain. We got quadruple 0448, pretty much flat today. Down slightly, but pretty much flat at 45% the sacrifice price there. Now, Pulsex at the moment is quadruple 0117. This is day 149 results, by the way, day 149 since Pulsechain launched on the 10th of May, 10:36 UTC time. We got quadruple 0117, so we're at just under 12% of the sacrifice price. Feels like we've been down at this level for a long time, doesn't it? We certainly have. So up 2% today, though. it is the best performer today is Plsx, and the buy and burn doesn't care. The buy and burn just keeps ticking away. So whatever's going to happen from day to day, the buy and burn just keeps going up. We're 469.5 billion Plsx bought and burned, and we're now at 2.275 of the public supply has been bought and burned. So the buy and burn is really doesn't have any emotions. It just likes you to trade. You trade, and it's going to buy and burn Plsx. So I like that non-emotional personality inside the Pulsechain. It's kind of cool. I love human emotion, but it's great to have something that doesn't really care about it. There we are, 469.5. That's got a it's actually doing a positive for society. So there we are. That's the positive society of the buy and burn. Anyway, enough of that silliness. We've got incentive token there is $1.06, and we're down about 30% there. The ratio is actually still looking really strong, 23,650 after it bounced yesterday. We got well over 13 million incentive tokens in existence, with 102,000 incentive tokens burned through the TRH game from Jacob and the BNB Pulse Pot team. And I understand that the price calls are coming to BNB Pot soon, so it's another bullish thing for Jacob. I'm sure he's got lots of stuff, and he's got to do version 4 on TRH. He's got to launch TYCZ. He's got to launch Pulse Pot, waiting for Fetch Oracle, of course. He's got price calls for BNB Pot. So Jacob and that team have got a lot of work on their plate. So there we are, and they're doing a lot of other stuff as well. We got Hex there is at 0079. That is down 2%. And we've got EHEX there at 0032, and that is down a little bit as well today. So 1 PHEX will get you, before I say that, we got the combined price of PHEX and EHEX is 1.11 cents. So it's sort of still chilling around that 1.1 mark. 1 PX will get you 176 pulse at the moment. So that seems a little bit weaker from yesterday. And 1 PX will get you 2.49 EX, which seems a little bit stronger. I think it is a little bit stronger. I can't remember exactly the number yesterday, but that is pretty much it. Let's jump over to let's stay 149. Let's have a look at the charts though. This is Pulsechain chart. And we're going to should we do full screen on this? Bam, that's full screen. And this was obviously our SEC Black Swan event back here, which is quite a while now, right? It's quite a while since that time. And here we are, 69 days? 69 days since then. So it's almost 10 weeks since the SEC Black Swan event, which has given us ample time to kind of recover. And the chart does show some sense of recovery here from the bottom. So there we go. In fact, we are actually slightly higher than the bottom of the SEC event here at the moment. Not a lot, but we'll take the increase. We're currently how far? We're 10%. We're 10% above the SEC event at the moment. So we've got a bit of work to do there. But we have been a bit higher. We have been up to 20% above the SEC event. So we've got a bit more work to do, at least on the first day. Although, if you could argue, the bottom, of course, is down here, right? This is from the true SEC event bottom. So we're still quite a bit more up from that. So let's take that number, because that's even more bullish. And so we are up 32%. That's a lot better, isn't it? 32% from the V bottom after the SEC, after you had that tank, and we're up 33%. So that's something there. But we have been up a bit higher. So let's take that. We've been up, around about 44%. So that's not too bad, recovering back. But we want to get over this yellow line, right? This yellow line here, the 5,000 mark, and ideally over 5,600. It's kind of a very good, strong position. We still have this ascending triangle, although it's changed structure a bit there. So we're going to have to move that out now, and hope that we get a bounce off here and finally make the attempt. So we have 1 attempt, 2 attempts, arguably 3 attempts here, and really you want to do it on that 4th attempt. So we'll keep looking out for that. But certainly the Bitcoin's looking good. So let's hopefully we get that breakout to the upside. So we're going to move that out there, and bam, there we go. So look at the RSI on the day. RSI here is chilling at around 51. So right in the middle there, in the neutral point. So plenty of room to move if we're going to finally make that breakout. Maybe this week, fingers crossed. Certainly looking good for it for this week. All right, we've had pretty low volumes though, so take that into account on the low side. Just need a bit of volume to come in there, and we need the whales to play. All right, let's go to Pulsex. Pulsex at the moment is looking a bit better, like a green candle at least on that, and the very tightening Bollinger Bands on the old Plsx. Look at that. That is very, very tight indeed. Look at that. But very low angle still on Plsx, so still relatively weaker compared to Pulse. But hopefully Pulse will lead the way, and this will have a relativity change and get a steeper uptrend. But at the moment, still just chilling around there at quadruple 0.1173, and the RSI, of course, is around 52. So it's all sitting around 50 on the RSI. And Sem token, though, has been a bit of a nice little green story. We're at $1.06 at the moment, but the ratio did pretty well yesterday after a green little pump. Look at that pump yesterday. And we're about to finish today's chart. So we've got 15 minutes left in today's chart, and it's pretty flat, pretty indecision on the bottom now. So just a bit undecided. We'll see how we go when we start tomorrow's candle. Let's have a look at PX. PX there is, let's go to the daily. Let's auto that too. Bam. All right. Once again, still struggling to break through these levels here of 9200th of a penny. So we've got a bit of work to do there. We're at the bottom at the moment. We have got tightening Bollinger Bands. So let's see if we can break to the upsides. That's all we can say about that. The RSI is chilling really low, 46. Not super low, but low there, 46. So plenty of room to move. We're going to move. We need one of these to do, either Hex or Pulse. Hex or Pulse is probably needs to move here on these just to break us up there. And EHEX there is pretty much chilling down there at the bottom, just slumming around. And of course, we're sitting at 3200th of a penny at the moment. Not too much to say there. I haven't got the combined chart up, unfortunately, but that's kind of the play. So we're still looking pretty good. We just need to see some action this week. This week's really the key there. Let's go to the validators. We did have the quiet Sunday, right? Sunday's typically pretty quiet, so that's kind of played out that way. The validators are up. We got 44,255. This looks a bit funny, this one here. But validators are up there, so that's kind of good news there for the validators. We've got 1.42 trillion is currently staked with validators off the market. And I won't go through my usual spiel about that, but that is looking good. Gas prices, a little bit higher than yesterday. Yesterday we were under 500,000 towards the 400,000. Now we're back up at least at the time of the recording here at 647,000 beats, which is still pretty low, really. So we're 281 times cheaper than Ethereum, but Ethereum at the moment is super cheap, right? We've been looking at that on ultrasound money, and that shows you the gas prices. Yeah, 5 Gwei, unbelievably cheap on Ethereum. This is it's like a mirage. Look at this. This is over the last 7 days. Look how cheap it's been on Ethereum on Gwei, and at the moment it's super cheap, about as low as it can get so far. It's at 5.1. Yeah, just over 5 Gwei, 5.12. Super low Gwei at the moment. And if we look at last year, look at that. We ran out pretty much when by the time we got to about the 10th of September, it started disappearing the low Gwei. We're currently on the 9th, so in the next day or two, is it going to follow similar trend? We will see. But at the moment, it is super low, just like it was last year, where we got down pretty low too. What was the lowest one we got down to? 4.5 last year. It was on October the 2nd. So I don't think we've kind of been down that low yet. But definitely we're at probably the lowest point right now at 5.12 Gwei. As you can see, it's slowly been getting lower and lower. So 5.12 Gwei on there on Ethereum. But even with the Ethereum so super low on the Gwei, look at the Pulsechain is 208 times cheaper than that. So it's pretty crazy cool, right? With $2.45 for a Uniswap swap there. But of course on Plsx you can do it for 9/10 of a penny, which is super cheap. 600th, what's that? 600th of a penny for a Pulse coin transfer and 2/10 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer at the moment. Those are the numbers, which is still pretty cheap. All right, so if you're doing hex staking or minting or claiming or whatever thing like that, PZNing or whatever, it's all super cheap at the moment to do that sort of stuff. All right, should we have the transactions? Let's look at transactions before we move into the rest of the charts, because that's not too bad either. Transactions for the 7th, 323,767 transactions on the Pulsechain there as per Blockscan, Block Scouts, which is down. It's down from the day before, 348,000 to 323 there, but still not too bad. All right, jump away. Bam. We're going to get into top PRC20s. Before we do though, let's catch up on the chat and see who else has jumped in here. Let's have a look. DJ Hexagon says Biden. I am horrified that he unlocked $6 billion USD around. Look what happened. Absolutely, DJ Hexagon. Hopefully they'll get rid of him at some stage next year. Pretty bad. Scott Jackson, good morning all. Good to see you, Scott. And so forth. We got Check My Pulse as well. Good evening, Hex Token family. Good evening to you, Check My Pulse. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers do go out to all the Jewish people there in Israel. I guess all the good civilians there in Palestine. Obviously, there's lots of people that are part of the Hamas group, but hopefully those, those terrorists are about to pay a big price for, I think, something over 600 people now confirmed dead. So 200 at a music concert, 200. Apparently they flew in and massacred them all and took some as prisoners. So we do have our thoughts and prayers out to them. Pretty frightening stuff. What else there? Check My Pulse. Another day closer to sudden gain syndrome. I like that. Check My Pulse. That's pretty good. What else? Let's jump through that as well. Hey everybody. Good to see you, Sandy. Sandy's shouting out to everybody. I like that. What was it? RH Ecosystem says excavator equals sleeping giant. I like that comment. That was very cool. I missed the Hex Token channel pump. That was fun to look forward to again. Yeah, we had quite a few of those. Check My Pulse. We're just chilling at the moment, but I do think we're still looking good for setup. Just need a bit of volume to come in to help us break down that resistance. And we've got an ascending triangle still, so fingers crossed. And we've got plenty of room in the RSI. We just need a bit of volume to come in. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the rest of them. And we've got Bitcoin not looking too bad either. Does need to have a little break up again. That's what we need, that little break up to the upside. Let's have a look at PDI. So we're looking at PRC20s. This is my custom list, of course. We've got Atropa. Let's have a look at Atropa. It has been all around the place. Look at this thing. Up for 3 days, down for 3 days, and up again. Today, so far, it's got to a high of, well, went to 10.99, so over 1/10 of a penny, but it's been as low as, 8400th of 8400th of a penny, something like that. We're at 0009 at the moment, so 9/10 of, no, that's not right. We're just below one. Yeah, we're at 900th of a penny. That's correct. Yeah, 900th of a penny there on the old PDI. Now, the fun thing about PDI is that, there's a share narrative about it hitting $1, and it makes it fun. It makes it fun to think about that. So that's why I enjoy covering the PDI, because here's the yellow line. This is the next target, is the 1 cent. Can it do to 1 cent? It's chilling at the moment down here around 1/10 of a penny, but slightly weaker. We'll see whether it can have another go. Obviously, it couldn't do it this time, right? Tried this time, came back down, got to 3/10 of a penny. But had to chill out, right? Because too much selling came in here and had to chill out on that one. So we'll be watching this. It's currently just below 1/10 of a penny. Can it do 1 cent? We'll see. We'll see whether this thing can do it. All right. What else we got? Wrap Bitcoin. Oh, Wrap Bitcoin has taken a bit of a move down. We're down to $77.50 on Wrap Bitcoin. Down almost 6% on that. So that's definitely broken down a little bit there. Right on support, I would argue. If it really breaks down through the 70, 75, 76 mark, then yeah, who knows where it could go down to, right? I guess next place is $38, $39, which is quite a dive from here. So let's see, how much would that be down? 50%. So that's quite a hit on your capital, to say the least, right? To say the least. All right, so there we are. That is it. Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is down 4.6%. Everyone needs a bit of a teddy bear or something like that. I don't know. We're down, had 3 days up, and we're down on the 4th day there. Not much to see there at the moment, but we'll keep watching. It's still in that sort of downtrend. The Treasury bill, that's right. Treasury bill is just sitting down the bottom too. So 0003 at the moment on the old Treasury bill versus teddy bear. And let's jump back to there. What else we got going there? Those are the big liquidity pools, right? So that's what we're looking at there. Atropa Pulse is up 9%, so that's not too bad. Atropa is up 9%, so we had DAI up about 8%, and Atropa there is up almost 10%, but it's still on the bottom of the range there as well. Now, if you're looking at getting in an entry, it's always good idea to keep a track of the RSI as well. So it's always good to see whether you're on the right side of the movement there. I think that's kind of it on the big liquidity. We've got Compound is up 23%. That's got 4K in liquidity, pretty small. So that's why I keep normally to the bigger liquidity pools. Let's jump over to the meme coins. Actually, before we do that, let's go to the. I want to cover the two big meme coins, SHIB and Pepe. SHIB at the moment is down 1%. Obviously, if the 9-inch DEX comes out, this could do quite well. That's why we keep covering it. And at the moment, it's got 6 zeros, 12.50. And you can sort of see it's just off the bottom there. It's definitely getting pretty close to the range. As you guys know, I think around about 1,000 would be quite a good deal. 1,000 is around here. That'd be quite a good deal entry. It's not too far from there at the moment at 1,200. So, food for thought there, not financial advice, but, could do well with the 9-inch DEX. Still yet to launch, right? Still yet to launch. We got Pepe. There is also down at the bottom of the range. So pretty good entry here for Pepe in my view. 8 zeros, 7,000. Obviously not financial advice, but 9-inch DEX there could make that pump quite nicely. Might get some of these green pumps, on the 9-inch DEX launch like this, and then a profit take. So that's what you expect. So if you're going to see, if you do pick some up down here and you see some big green candles like that, take your profits. Take your profits, right? Don't get caught at the top and then get sold down and then wonder what's going on, because the news will only come once there. Now, the BBC, obviously, incentive tokens will last for quite a while if you're in those pools, so that's a different kind of play. But once again, if you're playing the speculative game, you got to sell at the top, right? I think that's it on those ones. Let's go to the meme coins. Let's go to the memes as well. So by liquidity, we can see the Axis Alive is chilled off a little bit there. And let's have a look. Chilled off there. Got all the way up to $12,700 pretty much. $12,700 almost. So huge, and it's back down again now. It's not surprising after that massive pump. And we're down how much? Down 30%. So not too bad there. Has been down much further than that, of course. How much is that actually a full? If you got down the bottom there, 40%. So it's currently down 30%, and it's down 60% on the 24 hours at the moment. Now, there's not much access in there, right? 5.74 access in the pool, and there's actually 1 million existence, but most of it's in the main wallet. But there seem to be some large holders of some stuff, so that is it from that. And that's an influencer, right, in the Pulsechain community. He's also a TA specialist, so that is that. So well done, though. It's nice to have a big price. What else there? Where'd the ETH go? Poor Pleb and Pulse Dodge. These are the three that you want to look at if you're looking to pick up for the 9-inch DEX. So go to where did the ETH go and have a quick look at that. That's chilling off the top there too. So 49 cents. It's pretty ho-hum there in the range. Not really moving around too much there. Between 36 cents and 58. So it's quite a range from those two. And it's kind of sitting towards the top, maybe 2/3 of that range. At the moment, 49 cents. Not really going anywhere at the moment. Poor Pleb. Let's have a look at that one. And Poor Pleb is not a bad entry, I think, at this level. It's kind of like you just got to have patience for the DEX, the 9-inch DEX to come out. But it's currently at 5 zeros, 3,600, and it's pretty much in the range. I mean, the cheaper you can get it, like you can get it around 3,000, the better. It's got pretty close to that, but if you can get it down here, that'd be pretty nice. 3.6 is not too bad though. It's still probably in the top of the buying range, definitely in this zone. But this is likely to do something pretty spectacular, I think, since it's going to get BBC single-sided staking support, as we understand from Hexy Bastard. The other one is Pulse Dodge there. And that's definitely chilled off a little bit there. Hasn't quite gotten to the range that I wanted. I want this on 3,000 too, but it's got pretty close at 3,500 at the moment. So, I mean, if you're not patient, you can probably pick it up here. But if you're a bit more patient and maybe lucky enough, depending on when 9-inch DEX launches, then picking up around 3,000 would be a pretty good entry, I think, for that. Obviously not financial advice, all that good stuff. All right, that is that. Let's jump over to the fourth category, Pulsechain projects, which is kind of my main category, the favorite one, because this is the stuff that really adds a lot of value to Pulsechain. And of course, you can see we've got expecting to have at least 180 projects or more launch, and we've only got a fraction of those at launch at the moment. So it's a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline there. I need to go through and tick through all those actually. I'm going to try and make an index of all those myself. So at the moment, the top one there, I've got the title of video, market update, Vemp, Spark, Beetroot, etc. We've covered Atropa and DAI. We've talked about Atropa and DAI. We've talked about Pulsex, Hex, and Incentive Token. We're going to talk about Vemp, Spark, and Beet because they've actually done not too bad. We can see Spark at the top here is at 42 cents. That is Spark Pulse. And I know some of you might be using the Spark platform. And this is the Spark one here. This is the Spark platform at the moment. And let's have a quick look at the farms, see what some of the yields are like. Spark Pulse is still at 416%. So it's a pretty exciting stuff in here. Pulsex Pulse here, 86%. So definitely that Spark Pulse is looking still pretty good. Obviously, when you go into a pool with the with the actual main token, the Spark, then the Spark token price can move around a lot, right? That's the issue that you have in here. Just remember that, despite having some very attractive yields in there, 416%, pretty insane, right? So you just take that into account there. Now they tried to solve that with the Sparkler, right? So these are the farms, but they tried to solve that with the Sparkler, so people could put the Spark token in there and lock that up. But I think only has limited impact on there. You earn 152%, but the AP, you get AP. Sorry, what am I trying to say? You get let me say. I'm just trying to remind myself now. You get pH. You get liquidity rewards, and basically the idea is to sell down the pulse and or at least take the pulse and keep restaking the Spark. Is what I guess what I'm trying to say there. So farms. What else happened in the farms? Here we've got DAI Pulse there, 146%. USDC Pulse there, DAI USDC, and Hex PLS as well. All got some pretty nice aggressive rates there. Now, the only reason why you would ever put stuff in pools is if you knew that the platform was okay. So that's the only reason why you'd ever do that. Otherwise, you wouldn't go for these sort of returns if you weren't happy with it. But Spark's been taken away for a while now, and that is the price at 42 cents. So this is what I mean. You go into the pool, you buy it, but of course, if the price goes down, you're going to lose your capital, right? So even though you're making really high yields, so it's food for thought there. But that's true of any of those sort of ROI farms, as I call them. Right, let's get back into Beetroot. Beetroot's also doing pretty well. Now, Beetroot's down here, 105K liquidity. It is up 2% today. And we'll have a look at this. Beetroot is a privacy hub for Pulsechain. So a very good utility for Pulsechain around privacy. They also obviously have, swaps and all that sort of stuff cross-chain. So it's pretty cool. They got 0001. Is the price at the moment, so really sitting on the bottom. I do think this is undervalued, and and especially today they had another burn today. So they had the fifth, number 5, that is number 5 alive. They had the fifth buyback and burn today. By far the biggest PLS buy as well. So they've made a big buy there, nearly doubling all the others put together. Wow, that's incredible. 8th of October there. So they had 74 million pulse. They bought 29.6 million Beetroot, and they've burned that. They've burned it. So the supply is getting less, which is pretty cool. Total buybacks and burns now after that fifth buying back and burn is 69.5 million beats have been burned there. Total burn since initial 20%, 1.8 billion burned, 69.5 million. So pretty good. Total burned, almost 2 billion beats have been burned so far, which is cool. Very cool on that one. Let's quickly look at the website. And they actually have the Beet. If you go to Beet on here, it'll give you all the tokenomic statistics. So that gives you the number here. Yeah, almost 2 billion in Beet burned, which is pretty cool. What else are we going to say about that? Current supply of the Beet is still up at the 7 billion mark. So they burnt through. It must have been around 9 billion. They're at 7 billion now. So looking good there from the team. Now they have lots of cool stuff, right? They have the Anon exchange, the XSwap, privacy bridge. So there's lots of cool features on here around privacy that you want to use. Peer-to-peer fiat ramp. I'm not sure if is that working yet already. I think that might be local minority. So they've got different features here. Sugar Beet is what we're expecting next, right? Sugar Beet stake and shake. That is coming to the Pulsechain soon. Now that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to cover that when it does, but definitely that looking exciting here. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. So that's going to come up. That is Beetroot. What else are we going to say about that? I think that's it. Let's jump away from that. Bam. And let's get into a Vemp. I think Vemp was doing pretty well. So we're going to have a look at that as well. Let's actually filter by percentages. Yeah, we've got Vemp at the top there. So let's go to Vemp. Vemp is up 14% almost. Nice little pump in the chart as well. There's the Vemp chart. Now, Vemp, of course, 3D, Web3 gaming software, and it's got a nice little pump on today. Pretty cool. Bounced off 4/10 of a penny, is now at 46/100 of a penny. A nice little gain there, 14%. Let's have a look at Vemp Studios. This is their website. And of course, you can stake as well. I actually have checked on the stake there, but you can stake. And let's have a look at that before we do. Single stage staking pools. They're not opened yet. Maybe it hasn't opened yet at the moment. LP pools. They got the LP pools. Oh, is it not for Pulsechain? Okay. Oh, they got the Vemp Pulse pool. Yeah, Vemp Pulse pool. What's the APR? Vemp 56%. So yeah, it's kind of the play at the moment. So they have the gaming and staking there. This is the website here. Look kind of cool. On the old web games. So you got to keep up with this though. If you're into the gaming, you got to follow them pretty closely. But they're doing pretty well there, and they have a lot of followers. So it's kind of cool like that. And that's up today. Pretty modest liquidity, 11k, but still the team is ticking away there with some nice Web3 gaming. What else? That's pretty much it. The highlights, I think. Vemp, Texan token coming in at number 4 there, up 6.8%. Hocus Pocus Finance up 6%. Weight there from the Coast team is up 4%. The pools are all smaller here. I'm sorting by 24-hour percentages. Texan token there up, like we said. Pulse LN is up 4%. That is the on-ramp, Lightning Network, Bitcoin, BNB, Optimism. What else there? Internet Money Wallet is up 3% on the old Internet Money Wallet. And what else there? Time, of course, Internet Money Wallet is just slightly pretty much break even. Those are kind of the leading ones there. B9 is up 1%, so some interesting numbers there. And Pulsechain, which had been doing pretty well, is up 1.2% at the moment. Let's have a quick look at Pulsechain. Yeah, had a nice little rally on Pulsechain. That is currently just chilling for the moment on the old Pulsechain. So those are kind of the highlights there for the 4 main categories. We've covered Richard Hart coins. We've covered top PRC 20s. We've covered meme coins. We've covered the Pulsechain projects. We'll have a quick look at the stable coins. We're going to have a look at Coast. We've got 1 native stablecoin Pulsechain, but we're going to have 3 in a very short period of time. Probably a month from now, there's a good chance that we'll have 3 native stablecoins, and that's going to be super bullish for Pulsechain. Currently sitting around about $1, 0.9991. So it's pretty much $1 on the old Coast there, which has been hitting new milestones all the time. Well, it must be well over $2 million now bridged in. So it's growing at a faster rate, which is kind of cool. Let's jump over to, I want to go quickly to PZen. PZen have been doing pretty well, and I think it's just it's down at the moment 20%. Have been doing pretty well, but it's down 20% at the moment. Yeah, had two good green days, and we finished that candle. Well, I think that candle was finished, but we're down just a little bit of profit taking in here. We did get pretty high though. We did touch 3975. Now, as you guys know, we've got let's go full screen here. We've got this yellow date here. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. This here is going to be the launch of DBZen crypto and DBZen NFT. So two related projects launching, and DBZen crypto burns PZen, and I suspect that we're going to get a lot of PZen burnt in there. I think there's about 37 trillion PZen in existence, and we can see that from the contract. I'm pretty sure the contract should be fairly up to date. Let's have a look at the PZen contract. And yeah, it's there's 38 now, 38 billion, and 38 trillion, sorry. And there's only at the moment there's 2.3 trillion in the pool here at the moment, matched off with 153 million pulse at the moment. So that is the liquidity, and we're going to be watching all this get pumped out here, leading up into the launch of those two projects launching on Pulsechain on the 23rd. Now, I made a mistake yesterday. I said the 21st, so that my bad on that one, but I'm correcting it now. So there we are, the 23rd. There we are, 2 days difference. But yeah, we're watching this chart leading into that time, and those are the best protocols on Zen. So as DBZen and DBZen crypto and DBZen NFTs, they are the 2 successful ones. So it's good to see them launching on Pulsechain. as well. So very cool. All right, that is pretty much that on that one. Let's jump back to TRCZ. We're going to jump out of there. We're going to get up to the Hex daily stats soon. And of course, we've got hex.com. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. You can get Hex and burn it for T-shares. T-shares are kind of like ownership shares. And you can start your Hex mining CD and start earning Hex. And you do it all yourself, which is kind of cool. Isn't that? Welcome to crypto, where you do it all yourself. And kind of cool. We're going to get into the results for that when they come out. We're going to wait for day 1406. Which is going to be day 139, 149, I should say, on Pulsechain, which is kind of cool. That does mean that, of course, we've started day 150. It's probably started. Not quite yet. We're almost up to day 150, but one day 150 will be starting soon, which is pretty cool. 150 days of Pulsechain. That's what we're about to enjoy. Pretty cool, eh? All right, let's get back into the chat and catch up. Just move myself around there. Let's see. I'm just going to check the other channels. Yeah, let me have a look there. We've got Ramon and Richie over on Superman Crypto. Big shout out to you both. Let's jump back up here. I think I got Scott Jackson, so we're going to move past Scott Jackson. What else there? We got Hexcavator says, when the dollar printer go brrr, is it brrr? Is it brrr? Brrr? Something like that. Did I get that right? I was working out on it. Ramon says, sup family, good to see Ramon. And we've got Christian as well in the house as well. Yo, yo, yo. And Nass as well. Hello, what do you think Plsx can reach in terms of price? Well, up to the upside. How about that, Agnes? That's probably what I was going to say. To the upside. Right. We need a bit of momentum, but yeah, we've already gone through the Plsx stuff at the beginning of the live stream. You can jump back and have a look at that. What are we going to say? If you haven't joined Discord, the link's in the video description. So definitely join our Discord. If you haven't joined the channel, you can join Superman Crypto or Hex Token YouTube and hit the join button. We've got Pulsekins, Hexkins, and Richard Hart Club on the Hex Token channel, and we've got other memberships on the Superman Crypto, which I've forgotten what they are, but I'll have to I have to revise those anyway. So definitely join the YouTube channels and definitely join the Discord as well. Discord has all the information you're going to need to, operate successfully on the Pulsechain. And of course, we have the best community as well that are really supportive of each other. And that's probably the main thing there. So if you like that, get in there. And we also have a crypto helpline as well. So you can ask some questions in the community, and the leadership team on the Discord will help you out. Pretty cool, right? It's the best place to be. Now you can go and try some other places, but I'm sure you'll come back going, oh yeah, okay, you guys really do care, and that's the difference, right? You can go to a lot of other crypto chats, and that's like a Wild West, right? It's like a Wild West. And but if you want to come into a really supportive environment, definitely join our Discord. It is very, very cool. What else we got going? We got another comments there. I think we got another comment coming in. Billy X, thanks Superman, you're indeed the top gun. Hey, thanks for Billy X. I thank you for that, but I'm sure that my hat agrees with you. Top gun hat there. And you like my Superman? I'm Superman in the background. That's pretty cool. Superman, I really like that. It's kind of cool. Now there is an influencer in the Pulsechain space called Top Gun Hexadian. So a big shout out to Top Gun Hexadian. He's really cool. He's a kind of a maths guy, right? A maths guy. So a big shout out to him. Has he streamed lately? Let me know in the chat if you've seen Top Gun Hexadian stream lately. He was a really good streamer. I really enjoyed his content. Right. That is that. Shall we get back into it? We'll have a quick look. No, I think we're up to date, actually. I think we're pretty much done for the day. No, we're not. We've got Hex Daily Stats to come, but we're waiting for them. We're waiting for them to come out. Oh, we got Pulsechains out already. So let's get into Pulsechain. There we go. Bam. Pulsechain's been coming out earlier today than the Ethereum. So this is day 149 results for Hex on Pulsechain. And we got the 8th of October. We got the price there under 8 cents of a penny. So 00788 is the snapshot there. So 78 or 79 hundredth of a penny, down 2.5% on the day before. We've got the payout per TCS 6.661 is there. So don't get afraid. It's 666, but it's 6.661. So there we are. Not so bad. We've got the increase in T-share rate is 0. So it's 29,787. But we have had some pretty big moves in the last 10 days. Look at that, 72.95 And basically what this means for you is that you need to get your T shares now. So T shares are the ownership for like to enable you to mine Hex. And this number goes up all the time. It kind of reflects compound interest, and it basically means that people that are doing short-term mining CDs don't beat out the returns of long-term mining CDs. So that's pretty cool like that. The average mining net there is 6.97 years on the old Pulsechain. 38.55% is the APY, and annual percentage return. Includes rewards and early in-state penalties. That's for existing T-share miners. So when you go, you could use Hex Calc or something like that to work out what you're going to get, but it'll be lower than that. And last time I checked, it was something like 30 to 32%, I think is the max now. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is correct. We got the T-shares there is down 6,160. So this is the ownership pool. We talk about T-shares. It means trillions of shares. Basically, you need a lot of shares in the system to do all the maths. But basically, T-shares are the ownership pool. Hex is really easy to understand. We have a reward pool and an ownership pool. And basically, you want to have a lot more in the ownership pool. You get more of the rewards. Pretty simple like that. So how do you get more T-shares? Longer pays better. You get 20% more shares per year, up to 10 years, so 200% more. So you can see that's a big deal. That's at the beginning when you go and burn your Hex for T-shares. And of course, bigger pays better, up to 10% more, up to 150 million Hex. You get 10% more, so anywhere along that range. So longer pays better, bigger pays better. And of course, because the share rate's going up, you want to do earlier pays better too, right? You want to get in earlier than later because it goes up every day, just about. So T-shares at the moment, 9,814,000 T-shares in the ownership pool. Pretty cool. It's going down. We've been seeing that going down, right? Which means that you're getting more of the rewards. A low percentage of coins, 9.5% of Hex is locked at the moment on the Pulsechain. Pretty decent penalties today, 1 million. We've had a couple of good days of penalties in a row. And the reward pool here, we talked about the reward pool. That is the payout pool, right? And that's sitting at 65.4 million Hex today. It's pretty much around that number all the time, unless there's a lot of penalties. Penalties occur when people break their responsibilities, so they might be T-share mining, and they break early or something like that, right? They get penalized for that. Whereas if you get your responsibilities, you get the rewards for that, right? So it's kind of cool. We're up 140 liquid holders. Wow, that's a huge jump there. That's a really nice number. We're up for 27 miners on the old Pulsechain to 124,343. So that's looking good. So really, we are seeing the growth on Pulsechain. Pulsechain does clearly appear to be the place to grow, and of course, it's so much cheaper than Ethereum. So it's not surprising there, right? You can start a mining CD, you can end a mining CD, and very, very cheaply as well. So it's kind of cool. And of course, there's so much other stuff on Pulsechain. So that is the results for day 149, and we're about to start day 150, which is just crazy. What's that? 5 months? Crazy. 5 months on Pulsechain. Pretty crazy. What else? We haven't got the Hex on Ethereum data out. It seems to be coming in a bit later, so we might just talk about that tomorrow. In any case, just going to briefly talk about yesterday's number for eHex, and that was 6.668, and that was the payout there for yesterday on Ethereum. So we just started day 1407 on the Ethereum for Hex, and we just started day 150 for Hex on Pulsechain, which is pretty cool. So you can buy them on either chain. Obviously, they've got different prices and different numbers. But definitely very cool. All right, let's jump away from that. Bam, that's the Hex Daily Stats. That is the Hex Daily Stats. That's what we talk about. All right, who else jumped in here? We got Plsx says price prediction next bull run. This is from Plsx. Hex $1, eHex 50 cents. Pulse there 1 cent. Pulsex 0.3 penny. And incentive unknown, a wallet, of course. You're talking about the heart wallet? Question mark. Nothing finer than a Hex miner, says Hexavator. I like what you did there, Hex miner. Hexavator. I called you Hex miner. Hexavator. Yeah, that's very cool. Andrew Reynolds in House there. G'day, Hex Token, and happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday to you, Andrew. Hope you're having a good time. Very good time. All right, we're up to 50 minutes on the live stream. I think we're going to finish it there. Like I say, it's just a market update today. We haven't had a lot of project news. What I suspect we will see this week is a very good chance, I think, that we'll see the Fetch Oracle be launched by Liquid Loans. That is the key infrastructure to unlock a lot of the advanced protocols that require really good price calls and non-price calls, and some other protocols. I think that's going to be very exciting to see that. It really is a turning point for the Pulsechain. So Fetch Oracle, bring it on. I'm sure everyone will be excited about that. Just from a technical point of view, I know there'll also be a token for that, or of course the fetch token. There's also be an opportunity for some people, maybe with a more technical background, to be a fetch oracle. We'll see how all that plays out, but definitely exciting to see that. If you do want to find out more information about fetch oracle, you can follow Gamma, one of the Pulsechain devs, who did a lot of work around the validating. He's covered a lot around the fetch oracle too, so well worth checking out there. Gamma as well. All right, should we wrap up? I think we will in 51 minutes. I hope you guys don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. I will catch you again tomorrow, and I'm sure with the week coming ahead, it's going to be a lot of fun for us all. So DCA, accumulate, all that good stuff, and we do have nice little structures still in the charts, so we can be optimistic for the week ahead. Fingers crossed. We'll see how we get on. Right, let me jump away. Are we saying goodbye? We are. Okay, let's bring out some music though. Let's do it. Let's have some fun on the way out. That's what we like to say. And maybe we'll get the whole week will be a Hex Token channel pump week. Who knows? All right, peace out, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.